37. If you conceal some untruthfulness or dishonorableness that is in your inner world consciousness, or if you make it known, then be certain knowing that you cannot keep it secret for a long time, because untruthfulness and dishonorableness will come to the light of truth at their time. Therefore you shall not lie or do dishonorable things, so that you may always have might over your words of truth and honorableness. 38. If you have fallen prey to untruthfulness and dishonorableness, then consider the day when you will be gathered by others and convicted of lying and dishonor, and it is held against you that instead of doing good and fair responsible things, you only did evil and unfair irresponsible things, and when this day comes, you will wish that there was a great gap between the day of giving account and your unfair irresponsible and evil doings. Therefore be warned against your own shame, even if others are benevolent and kind to you. 39. If you love the truth of the laws and recommendations of the origination creation, then follow it, and it is certain that you will be respected and loved by all those to whom you do good from this truth. But if there are bad ones amongst them who are unknowing in the truth and are unfair and will therefore do evil to you, then forgive them their faults, because as unknowing ones and unfair ones, irresponsible ones, they do not know what they are doing. 40. That one amongst you who chooses the real truth is the only one to walk the path of equitableness, fairness, and respect for life, and not to act against the laws and recommendations of the wellspring of wisdom creation. 41. Be loyal to the truth and promise it to be true to it, and dedicate your obligation to it alone in the sense of fulfilling life that is given in the swelling growth/evolution of the inner world consciousness and of the spirit. 42. Obey your own rationality and do not allow yourselves to be misled by irrational ones and unfair ones, irresponsible ones, so that you will not suffer any harm in the exercise of your rationality, through your thoughts and feelings or your deeds and wishes. 43. Be at all times fair and honest, and consider that you are all related and connected to one another as creation's life forms and inhabitants of your world. 44. And as you are all born from your mother's wombs, so you are all born from the womb of the wellspring of wisdom creation, so that you may be dedicated to life and may truly lead it in equitableness, fairness, and respect. 45. And as you are born from the womb of your mothers, so your children will also be born from the womb of their mothers. And it shall be that you treat them honorably, whether they are female or male, because each created sex is worthy of life and honor, in equitableness, fairness, and in dignity. Therefore no distinction is to be made by you between children of female or male gender. And be certain knowing that no child shall be preferred before another and appointed, esteemed/valued, more than another one. And therefore a female child is of no greater worth than a male child, and a male child is of no greater worth than a female one. Instead it shall be that offspring of either sex are included into the same rights and the same freedom, as well as the same honor and dignity. 47. And consider that when children come forth from the womb of a mother, that you are responsible for their thriving and their provision, and that they are instructed, taught rightfully in all things of the preparation, education, and in the teaching of truth, the teaching of spirit, the teaching of life. And you shall also be responsible for instructing your offspring in the influences, factors/effects, of dying and of death, as it is explained in the teaching of life. And if a woman is pregnant, then she shall carry the growing life in honor and dignity, so that its forming will be completed in its time and born. And if it is given that the fruit of the womb endangers the life of the pregnant woman, or if it is given that the fruit of the womb is demonstrably terribly deformed or incapable of life, then it shall be that the unborn life is interrupted in its development and aborted, and women shall not be reproached for this, because this doing is rightful, providing the reason precondition is given for it. Do not heed the delusional teachings of false wise people and false prophets, neither those of priests or other servants of gods and servants of tin gods and distorters of truth, who instruct, teach other things and disseminate teachings that are lies. 48. Always be kind and patient with your offspring and teach them the real truth in all things, because they are the ones who will steer the situation of the world after you. Therefore tell them what they shall do rightfully and in equitableness, fairness, as you teach them. Allow your offspring to grow up in well-disposed growth, the female and the male, and be good caretakers, guardians, and benefactors to them in all things, so that they may become true people of your kind, human being, in all respects regards. 49. And pay heed that, if you desire children, you do not make them into believers in gods and tin gods, and that priests and other servants of gods and servants of tin gods do not lead them astray into submissiveness, because your offspring shall be free in their thoughts and feelings, as well as in their determinations, decisions, and their deeds in all things. And pay heed that belief and submissiveness fight against and prevent your own determinations, decisions, and own deeds in your own responsibility, resulting in a subjection, subordination / dependency / subjugation / servitude. 50. Do not heed those who bring delusional teachings, who pray to gods and tin gods and pay homage to them to glorify them in cults and rituals, and who set themselves up above you in their hazy picture delusion of their belief as priests and the like. And they heat up their desire in your masses, bathe in the mass of people, take a bath and let themselves be celebrated, glorified, cheered and praised. When you are gathered around them, do not pay heed to them, because they are unfair ones, irresponsible ones, and self-righteous ones, vain ones / arrogant ones / falsely pious ones, who let themselves appear brilliant before you and deceive you with their belief and falsify the truth for you. 51. Do not call on any gods or any tin gods, any liberators, angels, and demons, neither on any people of your kind, human beings, in the belief that they might be equivalent to the wellspring of love creation, because in truth they cannot be this, since gods and tin gods, as well as liberators, angels, and demons and false miracles, absurdities, are only fabulations, inventions, created by people of your kind, human beings, and powerless hallucinations, delusional constructions, and phantasms of your brain. Therefore do not search for signs, evidence, and miracles, outstanding things, in them, neither good news, because they cannot give them, being incapable of doing this, because truly, signs, marvels, of the truth can only be given by those who are capable of confirming the true strength of the wellspring of love creation, in respect and equitableness, fairness, through the strength of their inner world consciousness, and only those who are knowing in the truth, the righteous ones, conscientious ones, and especially in particular, the true prophets, can confirm the truth and the signs, marvels, and the words. 52. Therefore do not debase yourselves before gods and tin gods, neither before liberators, angels, and venerable ones, holy ones, and demons, nor before people of your kind, human beings, because it is not seemly for you to debase yourselves before them and pray to them. And if you want to make a prayer, then pray to your inner world consciousness, because it is this which realizes out of its might what you ask of it and creates through your own power. However, no material things can be achieved by your inner world consciousness, but only all that which you are able to create through your might of your inner world consciousness, and your thoughts and feelings. Therefore be obedient to the truth and do not debase yourselves in order to beg things from mights that are powerless or have no presence or inexistent. 53. The truth shall grow in each of you and bear fruit, so that when you have advanced in years you will go hand in hand with knowledge and wisdom, and fruitfully teach those who are still unknowing and who need the teaching of truth, the teaching of spirit, the teaching of life. 54. Do not ask the prophets to give signs, marvels, and miracles, outstanding things, as proof of their teaching of truth, because their honest word and their true teaching shall be sufficient evidence for you.